Good morning, YouTube. Robert Firestone again, in the great flyover state of West Virginia. I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different today, but I'm gonna get on here and cast my own concerns, how I'm feeling about things. I'm not sure how everybody else feels about what's really going on. Here's one of the headlines: FBI covered up Stroke and Page emails regarding Seth Rich. Okay, now is not a bunch of these supposedly investigations going on. Okay. If, how, and when did somebody get accused of something in the public? Okay. Not find some kind of um, measure of some kind of punishment when they've caught in a lie. We still got an individual running the FBI that's been caught now, my understanding, in about 4 or 5 different individual lies and covering up for the so-called bad guys. Okay. Here again, my feeling is I believe it's the same old story, just a different storyteller. Because I know we all had a feeling in our heart, we all in our mind, we knew something wasn't quite right. Local, state, federal. Okay, our leaders, governors, congressmen, we all had a feeling that we knew something was wrong. Okay. I can ask this, I guess, from everybody to have an understanding on the way I'm seeing it. Uh, like I said, I believe it's it almost, and I mean, I've been wrong before. It almost feels like another con being laid out on the American public again, but in a different fashion. I've seen also in the background that's not being publicized that kind of throws me for a loop, even though I understand that the MSM is controlled opposition and propaganda. But there's got to become a point in time to where the hammer's being laid down on these people's heads. And if we're waiting for Trump to get back into office, it's almost like that's the ploy. We're supposed to be happy knowing that a bunch of these people got fired, knowing a bunch of these people um, are supposedly in jail. Supposedly. I don't have the time to run around and look up every case. Do y'all? I don't have time to run around and call every jail. Do y'all? This is the point we're taking for granted on somebody telling us the truth, okay? Again, like we have for the last 60, 70 years. Forgive me, y'all. I've been smoking, of course, slowly, and most of it's um, I'm finally beating. Hopefully, I ain't gonna I ain't gonna curse myself other than I know I got certain times of the day and night that I get a real bad urge for them. My habit kicks in, so to speak. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I hope it ain't very long, but I'm just letting everybody know that that it feels like, again, somehow or another, we're being played. Barr said that he liked Poppy Bush, okay, and all of us out here that understands what's been going on and who Poppy Bush was. He was a demonic, soul snatching, child molesting son of a bitch, period. Okay. I don't give a fuck who he was, President of the United States or what. An asshole's an asshole. Period. Okay. Also, without sounding too mean, death is something that always hurts. To start with, our good book tells us to rejoice at a funeral, okay, and cry at a birth. There's a reason for that, if you'll think, okay. Um, the people in New Orleans has pretty much got it down pretty good. When people dies, they celebrate, carry them through the street, and bury them, okay. Remember the good times and just leave it at that. But the individual that died is in a better place than we are, whether anybody wants to see that or not. Um, we still have people dictating over top of us um, what they think is right and wrong. Okay, let's take Kobe Bryant. Everybody on that helicopter. There was a bunch of people on the helicopter, but they keep bringing him up. Okay, I don't worship motherfuckers like that. Okay, it's a sad day for everybody. Everybody's on that helicopter. Like I said, my language is above and beyond where most people don't like. I can't help that. Okay, I'm not totally here for you all. I'm here for me also because this gives me a place to vent to. But it also, hopefully, it might kick down some cobwebbed doors in your fucking head. Okay, the man's was getting paid millions of dollars to bounce a fucking ball. Okay, I think everybody ought to start waking up to who they worship. Okay, who they give their money to. I quit watching sports a long time ago. My thing was football. When they made it a lawsuit to tackle the quarterback, I quit watching that shit. Okay. When they told the NASCAR drivers that they was going to have to put restriction plates on their carburetors so they couldn't get up to 300 and 400 miles an hour. I'm sorry. If the man feels like he can drive it, it ought to be his responsibility. Oh, that's right. Too much money is being put in the race car. Too many sponsors got too much money on that oval track known as advertisement. That's what it boils down to. Okay. Um, the people that ought to be highly regarded and respected, okay, is your moms, your fathers, the people that's around you. These idiots on TV, it's entertainment, but most people done took it to a higher level. Now, who's the bigger dummy? Us or them? Well, they're making millions of dollars. Who's the dummy? Just a question. Who do you support? Who do you buy uh, tennis shoes from? Why do you buy them tennis shoes? And who do you support? These are just generalized questions. And some of it's to maybe, like I said, kick in a few cobwebbed doors in your head. But I still believe that we're being lied to. I don't, I can't, it's hard for me to buy into after watching so much of this stuff in this impeachment trial here. Okay. All these things that's happening. You got Nadler saying, uh, you better bring Trump to heel. Okay. Who is Penguin Man? What is he? He wears his pants up to his fucking neck. Okay. And we're supposed to respect him as somebody of authority. He's like looking at a Barney Five coming at you. The scary part is Barney Five had one bullet, one gun. Now imagine Barney Five with an AK-47 coming at you. How scary that would be. You better duck, run, and hide behind something and steal because he's going to accidentally shoot your ass. That's an Adler. Okay, like I said, Schiff's a meth head. Period. All of them's got all this shit to hide. All this stuff's coming out through Q and um, through forums and anons and people digging up information all over the place. Um, but somehow or another, we don't have the ability. Okay, the lawmakers don't. I can't say we, because I believe it was left up to us, we'd have a great big giant bowl of bullshit that we would be flushing down the toilet by now. That's my opinion. Most of us have a better understanding on how to put foot to ass and get rid of it quickly, then wipe our boots off and go on about our damn business. This game they're playing, like I said, I believe we're still stuck in the same cycle because man wants to believe so highly in himself that he's not going to be willing to turn loose of this system. I believe that's going to be, it's going to be buttered up, purdied up, painted, repainted, repackaged, and thrown right back at us. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Then you got all these people of color, race, whatever. Candace Owens, okay. It's wonderful. Everybody's got a voice now. Whoopee. What good's it doing us? Because people can defeat one person at the voting booth. Here again, it goes right back to that narrative every 4 years. Do we have a say so, really? 4 years. Every 4 years, we got a say so. And in between is the governors and the senators and the congressmen and all this other shit. China turns construction of coronavirus hospital into reality TV. If y'all got any fear factor about the coronavirus, get it out of your fucking head. Um, here's my theory behind it. Until I start seeing people laying dead in my town, I don't believe half of what the hell I'm hearing. This is what I mean. It's already been proven how they fed us and propagandized us and programmed us to believe things by video, by spoken word, by newsprint, by magazine. Okay, do we not understand they're still using the same damn things? Okay, a bigger, prettier picture, fear. Like I said, I'm just praying, and this might seem kind of one sided, but it boils down to us as individuals again, not not the whole group. Okay, like they keep trying to bundle us up into Republican or Democrat. Um, what do we do as individuals? This is the cure for all of this. Okay, that I'm seeing. Okay, I could be wrong, and having fellowship with other individuals is a good thing. But having that fellowship, you got to have some kind of way of looking at things on the same path. Our forefathers was that way. The outcome, there wasn't too many ways to sway an individual back 100, 200 years ago because everybody was pretty much on the same path at that time. Now there's thousands, okay? It's been speculated Michael's going to run. If y'all don't understand who Michael is, it's Michael Obama, otherwise known, aka Michelle. Okay, it's a Michael. Y'all don't want to believe that. Okay, make a phone call to the Secret Service and ask the head of the Secret Service why an individual cannot take a picture of Michael going in and out of motels, going in and out of gyms, going in and out of cabs, uh, because Michael carries a 6 o'clock shadow, not five, a six, and also has a nice big old bulge package sticking out right there between his legs. Okay. Um, I can't even think of the crazy ass comedian that was talking. She knew, and Hollywood knew, who Michelle Obama was a Michael. I mean, they told us up front. There shouldn't be no more guesswork on that one. Um, let's see what we got going on down here. Do 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 do. AG Barr compares working with Trump and Bush. I love both men, but Trump listens. Like I said, Poppy Bush, straight up um, Third Reich Heil Hitler motherfucker, period. Okay? Um, lab experiments on kids and women. Um, straight up occultist, devil worshiper. Now, Barr's supposed to be smart. Barr's supposed to know the inside of who these people are. Remember, he's about one of the highest law authorities in the land. But for somehow or another, he still loved Bush. This ain't making sense, people. This don't make no sense whatsoever. He's supposed to be running around taking these people down. Supposedly, Bush was taken out by our government, our military. Supposedly. This is what skinny is supposed to, everybody was told. Remember all the letters that was handed out at his funeral? Like I said, I believe they're repackaging the same old turd, repainting it, and going to still try to make everybody believe it got changed. Here's my theory behind it. When I see Trump completely disable and dismantle our government down to about 25% of what it is now, a good 25%, not a bad 25%, then I will believe what's going on. Until then, I think that part Trump is being buffaloed if he's standing for us like he says he is. I've got no other reason to believe that other than what I'm seeing. The Bible done told us how to gauge things by the fruit the tree bears. Okay? I'm seeing him do the right things, it seems like, for all of us. The taxes, the bringing back the jobs, building back up the strength of the United States and its people, trying to get rid of the left-leaning idiots, trying to stop all the border jumpers, all of these things. But once you take one little subject of everything he's doing and you look at the outcome and then you see headlines like this, AG Barr compares working with Trump and Bush. I love both men, but Trump listens. Where is his fucking head? This man's supposed to be one of the smartest individuals around for law, but you're trying to tell me that he still holds high regards for that son of a bitch? Knowing what he is or what he was, he's dead. Okay? His grandfather stole all the money for the Bush family. Straight up out of the Nazi war. The history shows this. Didn't anybody give Barr that fucking memo? This is, something, like I said, they could tell me the bacon's done, but I'm smelling a burning pan burning. Something ain't right. I'm not here to cause issues. I'm just here to point out some things that, here again, I want to see behind the veil. I want to see who's behind the Oz. Okay? Me digging into things that ain't making no sense. I'm not going to accept the field of flowers in springtime knowing it's winter. Okay? Somebody's lying to somebody. And guess who they're probably lying to? Us. And even knowing that there's this buttload of money, okay? Years back, it's already been pretty much proven that the money's there. And there's been people go to prison over this money, okay? And then somehow or another, they disappear out of the system. It's like Harvey Dent trying to keep up with, I can't even think of her daggone name right now, or the other guy that was involved, but there was another couple at the same time doing the same thing that didn't get the limelight, didn't get the notoriety. But now, supposedly, nobody can get to the woman that went to prison. Nobody's talking about the guy no more. Know that, have an understanding that the birth certificate that you got is a title of ownership, okay? Don't know who owns it now. It was set out on the stock market to be traded like cattle, okay, or a bond. Same thing with our Social Security. Years ago, they had to finally take it off. It actually says account on it. Social Security account, okay? Social Security is not running out of money. That's a lie. That's bullshit, okay? But they are using it for whatever they want to fucking use it for. If it was set in stone and nobody could have never touched it, okay? Everybody that had to go on Social Security right now, okay, would probably be making $3,000-4,000 a month, not 800 and 1,000 a month, okay. And for the reason for me to say something like that is, there's more people die daily than there is living, okay. Even that scenario, for everybody that thinks I'm crazy, go look it up yourself. There's more people die daily. 1,000 ways to die, one way to be born. Okay? Them people that died, let's just say today, they don't get their Social Security. Let's say 1,000 people of the age of 70 died today, or 50 died today. Let's use that. 50 died today. 1,000 people. Okay, for all different reasons. Okay, reasons. They're not going to get their Social Security. Where did the money go? Where is the money at? Now, think back how long the Social Security system's been in business. Okay? And if you could figure up every death from that day that it was orchestrated and the first payment went out, look how much money disappeared. Look how much money is being stolen. Again, it's being stolen by the same people that we call our leaders. But somehow or another, we have a Constitution and a Bill of Rights that's got no meat, substance, or bone to pick up and go against any of these people. Heard this the other day, the congressmen, the governors, and all of them may take an oath to the Constitution. Then, as soon as they get in behind closed doors, they take some other type of oath. I've not figured out what this other type of oath is yet and what it's there for, other than I already know that our government was turned into a corporation a long time ago to take our Constitution and our Bill of Rights away from us. But the best slave is one that don't know they're a slave. So we've been running around for years upholding the Constitution, upholding the Bill of Rights that never complied to the government. This is where everybody's losing it here. Okay? And Maxine Waters says the other day, there is no law. She just told us, people, there is no law. In every way, shape, or form, they're showing us and telling us that they done fucked us. But we're not smart enough to pick up and have an understanding what they've done. And then there's no remedy, my understanding, to make this go away. The only remedy that our forefathers left us was a constitution and a Bill of Rights. Bill of Rights saying we have the right to defend ourselves. God given. They can't take that. Constitution says the Second Amendment is there for us to, once the government gets out of control, and anybody that says it ain't, they're fucking something wrong with them. Okay, they've been out of sorts. They've been out of play with the American people for many, many years. We're supposed to pick up our damn guns, okay, that everybody wants to be so scared of, okay, go forth and set these people out on the fucking street, okay? If all of this evidence there, paper trails and money laundering and all this other shit, child molesting, rape, sodomy, child trafficking, human trafficking, part trafficking of human body parts, all that proof's there, why are we having such a fucking hard time getting rid of them? Really? The Clintons showed you how to get rid of the problem when they yanked up Jeffrey Epstein with probably a knotted rope and beat him down and choked him to death. Okay, people don't want to hear it, but we're gonna have to end up before it's over with. Okay, if we're gonna get any kind of justice at all, and that's how it's gonna have to go. Because do y'all believe that these people that thinks they're gods and kings and queens are ever going to do the right thing, or ever going to really see the other side of life known as real life, the bubble they live in, the protection they live in? Do we really believe that this is going to happen? Because this whole list of things on Q, okay, I'm believing it's happening, okay, but this whole list of thing on Q keeps being brought back up to us, okay, to tame the mass, okay. It's like taking a filet mignon, okay, a little steak about that big around, you know, about that thick, throwing it at a line that hadn't eaten in 4 days, okay, but you're going to stand on the back of the same truck in the open air, okay, with a half a side of beef. What do you think that line's going to do? I don't understand how we keep getting caught in the same lies, baffling lies and bullshit. President Trump addresses the deep state sedition. We don't need to address it no more. We understand it's there. We have an understanding. Okay, just fill in the fucking blanks and get rid of them. Let's see. Watch a fired up Army veteran shut down disgraceful shift. Supporter with one question: who cares? So he made an idiot look like a bigger idiot. What good's that doing us? I'm still kind of digging around here, y'all. Let's see. Coronavirus scares leave 6,000 quarantined on an Italy cruise ship. Supposedly the coronavirus was being spread almost back 6 months ago. Okay, y'all. There's a few cases here in the United States. Now there's 6,000 on a cruise ship, 300,000 in China, Me pulling down the veil again, like the video that got out yesterday of supposedly Huawei, whatever the fuck it is over there. Man, running around, videotaping. Okay, here's the deal. We already know how the communist Chinese works. Okay. If they had went far enough to stop traffic removing, that is air traffic and ground traffic, setting up blockades and barricades, okay? Who in their right frickin' mind wants to believe that somebody took cell phone footage, video footage, and got it out on a IP address from China, okay, without his ass being executed with a bullet to his head, because that's how these people work. Two, that there was an open IP somewhere for this individual, okay, to download this video and get it out to the world. Knowing that they done shut down air traffic, this is what they say. Knowing that they done shut down road traffic, this is what they say. Okay? Do you not think they wouldn't be monitoring their IP addresses? How many sick people is going to be on the internet? So traffic's going to be on a minimum, isn't it? This is stupidity on our behalf. Who's to say it ain't going on over there? Who's to say Xi ain't over trying to take out big mass population, parts of his population, because his economy has done fell over the fucking cliff and they can't afford it no more. So if they get rid of several million people, okay, that means their dinner plate at their little palace gets a little fuller that day, which they wouldn't give their people no food anyway. Okay, people that was fat and happy over there was the ones growing it them damn self. That's just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. I won't hope. I won't change. I really do. The only hope is our God, Lord, period. Us is the change. Each individual. Ross, who the hell ever he is, he's probably something to do with the economy. Physically impossible for there to be a recession in 2020 with the USMCA. I'm telling you, people can say whatever they want. This parallel system that's running right along with the central bank, we're going to find out that the Fed is going to be sucked up by our so-called Treasury Department, and it's going to be repackaged as something that it's not. I'm going to have to go with prophecy, okay? Up until Trump come into office, our prophecy was clicking right off, man. Perfectly. Everything laying out in front of us. Years, for most people, was wanting to be minutes, but it was years of things taking place and happening. This new economy, this new money, okay, falls right into the beast system. We will be, this is what I'm hearing. Don't know how it's going to work out, but it's supposed to be a total digital currency. We won't be able to buy or sell. It'll still be what it is now. A fiat currency. They're still supposed to be making coinage. Okay. Probably, I don't know, maybe they'll go to a $10 gold piece or $5 gold piece, and then your silver products. I don't know if there'll ever be a $100 coin. I ain't even looked that up even in history to see if there ever was. But anyway, I find all kinds of fault in the so-called resolve and us having a way out. I'm finding all kinds of flaws in it. And I'm not somebody to sit here and down anything good, okay? Because I want the best for all of us. I ain't about uh, seeing the guy across the street starve to death while I've got a steak. That ain't me. It's just one headline after the other. It's like it contradicts itself. It really strange. New Center of Disease Control uh, telebriefing. CDC telebriefing update on 2019 on the coronavirus. What do we need to know? It's supposedly dangerous. It's a grade 2. Uh, it'll take out 2% of the population. What do we need to know about it? Fix it. Quit using it as a fucking fear tactic. Let's see. OAN, I believe New Jersey could become a red state. Red and blue, black and white, Republican, Democrat. Do we not see that it's the same game? This is everything that I hear positive, okay, has this negative backing it up. That ain't never been able to knock the negative completely out of the fucking way and go forth with just the positives. Never. That's just, like I said, it don't make a whole lot of sense. And I believe that we're going to be taken again. FBI covers up stroke and page emails regarding Seth Rich. Imagine that. I'm just kind of going through some of the headlines that I'm seeing. Questions senators need to ask the House managers. Then we have the judge sitting up there blocking a name that everybody's known for the last fucking month. Why? Why would he do that? Do you understand the plan? Deceptive. The church using the Bible. Yeah. Please, people that's in a mega church or in a church that believes that they're right and everybody else is wrong, get up, go home, get away from them people, have fellowship with your neighbors and the people that you enjoy and like and love, and leave the system alone. Because half of these 503c churches has already said if anything ever goes down, they're going to pat you on the back and make you feel humble enough to step on a fucking FEMA bus to get headed down the road to have your ass killed. That's their plan. Oh. Man, it just blows me away. Just to see some of these headlines. And there's so much real truth out here, it ain't funny. And we keep buying into the lies. Why? Dem senator is making a move that will put Chief Justice Roberts in the hot seat. Now, the Democratic Party's doing this. Hmm. Are these people that stupid? Can we actually believe that they are? It just blows me away what we're believing. It just, I don't know. I'm going to get off here, y'all. And it's probably going to take a little bit to get this to get out. But I just feel like in my head, my heart, and our Lord has given me pretty good way of judging things when it comes to bearing fruit and having a good discernment on things. I'm not always right, never always will be. I'm not God. I don't walk on water. But I still feel like we're going to get the same thing, just dressed up and pretty and made believe that it's some kind of change. I believe that's coming until I start actually seeing the downfall of the whole government. Okay, it's going to have to be on a local level, state level, and federal, because all of these people's had time enough to put their people in and around everywhere to make it their government, not ours. Their money bank, their piggy bank, not ours. They've been robbing and stealing from us for many, many years. And I just don't see them just that. They're just, it's hard for me to believe that these people are stupid. If all this is going on, we're sitting out here and we're the so-called uninformed and the uneducated, and we're seeing it unravel. How is it they can't? I'm having a hard time believing that. Peace to all y'all. Love you. Have a good day. 10:26 a.m. 1/30/2020. One more day of January. Tomorrow. Peace.